So today my mom gave me a new bag. Well, it's new to me. And she looked at it and says, "Will this be steampunk if you glue some cogs on it?" And I was like, that's awesome. I'm one of those people that, because I don't have a lot of money, I'm not one of those people that can run out and get like $300 for a skirt and throw some other money on getting something that's actually like a working tool that, or like a working, like they have like cool little guns and like movable arms and weird different things for steampunk. I don't have a job, so my Etsy stores are my only income. So all my steampunk stuff is either made by myself, because I make some of my own jewelry, or it's from thrift stores, or like stuff that we made, like my friend's working on a cup for me. My mom sewed me a skirt, and I really need to get into sewing more so I can start making my stuff. I haven't sewed since high school, though, so I kind of need to get back into it. And I graduated in 2006, so, today she gave me this. Okay, not fancy, right? But I think it's really cool, because it's still kind of, I like the color of it, and it fits my little thing that I'm going for. I can carry little potions or something in there, whatever I'm working on, because my persona is kind of like a gypsy, and it relates to my shop, Mina's Apothecary, which is one of my Etsy stores, where I sell weird little things like Medusa's skin, and I'm gonna have zombie flesh in there, and different stuff like that. So I might carry one of those around, or I might carry some tarot cards around, or a crystal ball, or different things like that, which aren't really steampunk either. It's like, I always get it messed up, gaslight or gas lamp, but there it's like, somebody told me it's like a subgenre that is connected to that, or some people actually consider it like subgenre of steampunk as well. So it works. Everything I've gotten has pretty much been in the thrift store, except for I won a waist cincher from Dragon Corsets, which I will be using for my outfit. And I've had friends that are like, "Oh, I want to get a steampunk, but I don't have the money." I'm like, thrift store. There's so much stuff you can find. A basic steampunk outfit that I can think of that was my first outfit was I got a white blouse from like the 40s. I had like shoulder pads and all, so when I wear it, I look like a linebacker, but it's kind of cool because of my my vest that I got at thrift store. It makes me look more like feminine or something, like stronger. Like I look at some pictures of Victorian women who have those like really tight outfits with those huge shoulder pads of doom underneath. So it kind of works. Then I just wore a black skirt that I had been wearing when I was working at Target, and got some boots that I bought for the SCA, and they're like piratey looking boots because I was gonna do like a peasanty Renaissance garb in a sense. And so I got those, using those. I need to get new ones though because they are dying. When I try to put them on, I can feel them like ripping inside. They're not good quality. But I got them on like clearance, like 50% off on a thrift store. So so tons of stuff you can get at thrift store. When I told my friend Deanna was wanting to get into it, and I was like, let's get you a blouse, a vest, and a skirt, and you're done. She has Doc Martens. Those work. It's going to be mostly covered by the skirt anyway. And there's different things. Like I saw some people will wear leggings and they take their skirt and shove two pieces of it up into the top of their leggings, so it looks like a bustle. And there's lots of different patterns online for doing different things. There's free patterns if you can sew, or if you really do have the money, you can buy all these things. But I would suggest stopping at thrift stores first to try and collect different things, because it's going to save you a lot of money. You can still get a good look. I've seen people who like spend so much money on their steampunk garb, and it's stupid. I mean, it's very well made, but it's like has no characteristic to it. There's no life or soul in it. It's just, it's well made, but there's nothing to it. They're not fun to look at. I mean, no, I'm not talking about everything. There's some people who have like other outfits, and I want to like follow them on my hands and knees and leave a trail of drool as I'm following them. But there's some people who will spend all this money on stuff that's just not. I mean, you could have done better at the thrift store. So if you're first getting into something too, I know like when you first get into something, you're like kind of like passionate about it, and you want to just go and spend tons of money on it like I wanted to. But since I didn't, I started making my own things and started looking at thrift stores for things, started trading with people also. So there's tons of different ways to do steampunk on a budget. If you have questions, you can always contact me, because I can't really think of anything to really like tell you other than this at the moment, but I'm sure with questions it's easier to like talk with somebody, because I've been doing it for a couple months now. Well, more than a couple months, maybe like half a year or more. For a while, because I was really into the SCA, I kind of refused to get into steampunk. I was like, no, I am a Norse woman. I will refuse to be into that. And then I got dragged into it, because slowly I'm like, oh, that's cool. Oh, that's cool too. Oh, we can make some history into this also. Hells yeah. So, one second. I had to do that. It was rude, but I had to. So yeah, steampunk on a budget. And there's different things, like a lot of times now thrift stores are starting to carry different steampunk stuff. I know Michael's has like this industrial chic line of jewelry, which I personally don't like, but you might like it. And also, like, some of the stores will start selling, like, watch pieces, like fake watch pieces, like cogs and whatnot. And I use a lot of those too. They can be a little bit pricey, but if you use coupons and stuff, you can get them cheaper. But still, you taking the money to get to the store and everything, still's going to cost you that. But then if you keep buying different supplies like I do, like I'll buy tons of chain, and then I'll start finding little things at thrift stores or the craft stores. Even Walmart has a craft section, and some other stores too. I don't think Target has one. Or if they do, it's just like basic school stuff. You can craft your own items, own jewelry and whatnot. I even take my little bottles like these, and you can steampunky them, mix them with something. Like I mixed some where I spray painted some sand because it was already orange to make it like brass and copper, and then I blended together with some glass that had been colored gold, and I mixed watch pieces in it. It made it the sands of time sort of thing, because you're mixing like fantasy with a little bit of, you know, not history, but I try to take from different stories. Like originally, like a lot of stuff in my store was from Dracula, like all my perfumes. I'm trying to do some Frankenstein based ones, and then I was trying to keep with more themes from the Victorian era, because then give them like a more neo-Victorian twist. So not everything has to be covered in watch pieces and stuff, because I know a lot of times there's videos and everybody makes fun of people just gluing watch pieces to things and calling it steampunk. It's neo-Victorian. You don't really have to put watch pieces on it. You can do other things with it as well. It's just, you know, and who cares about what people say when they do that? If you don't have the money to do it, tell them to bugger off. I'm trying not to cuss. And it still works. I've seen people who with really cool outfits that don't have any sort of watch pieces or anything weird on it. They just kind of dress in like something you might think you would see during the Victorian era, but like more of a modern flair and everything. Goggles are a huge thing too, and I've talked about making goggles before. I've been trying to make a video on it, but my flip cam's not working, so it's hard to like really show you the process of doing it. But hopefully I can get it fixed soon. Something's wrong with the battery. I don't know. We'll plug it in and it'll work, and then like as soon as you try and do something with it, it stops dying. It starts dying. But it's not like it's not taking a charge. It's like one of the wires must be messed up. We took it apart, and it seemed finer than that. But yeah. So I'd like to hear any questions you have. That hopefully can help you out with them. I'm not like an expert on this or anything. I might be if I had money and it was used to spending it on different things. But I've got 3 outfits now, and I may probably pay like very little for them, probably under 20 bucks, because I mix and match pieces from them. I use that same white blouse for everything, and I've used like old clothes that I've had too forever here. That people make fun of me because I hold on to things, and then I'm like years later I'm like, see, it was useful to keep this. I'm not a hoarder though. It's not too bad. I just actually got rid of like 7 boxes of crap. We're trying to. I got rid of like 3 today. Friends came over and I sold them some altered goods. But yeah, so it's late, so I just wanted to make this video really quick while I watch the Borgia on Netflix. Awesome show, by the way, but lots of nudity and lots of violence, and it's hard for me. It's like sometimes it's like, oh my god, I'm blushing. Other times like, oh god, did he just do that? Oh sweet Jesus, why? But anyway, end of video. Thank you so much for watching. And send me your questions. And sorry, YouTube is weird because it'll sometimes send me like your comments and sometimes it doesn't show me everything. So if I don't get back to you, feel free to contact me on Facebook, Wilhelmina Ophelia Kaiser, or you can just type in Mina Kaiser or find me through Mina's Apothecary on Facebook. If you can't, then I will try to make sure I see you on here and connect you that way because it's easier for me to contact you. So yeah, thank you for watching.